Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to my 2564th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Traders, my apologies. I was going to get out in front of the camera tonight. I had a bunch of pretty charts printed for you, but my videographer literally blew a gasket in his BMW and he won't make it, so I will do a Camtasia-style desktop shoot for you instead. The information will be just as valid and useful, I promise you. So, for trading on Tuesday, April 25th, 2023, before we get involved, please remember the risks behind trading. Trading any vehicle at all, whether it be crypto, stocks, commodities, I don't care, options, you name it. I say even if you're flipping baseball cards, it's risky if you're trading. So be careful out there. Put your stops in first and never trade without them. So what's going on for Tuesday, April 25th, is this. E-mini S&P, even though I thought I was going to get a green Omni tonight when I ran my Omni, it's red for trading on Tuesday. All right, well then let's go look at this chart. So off the bat, the big thing is this big resistance line right here, the big black resistance line, which worked when it was hit here, when the market ran up, hit it, started way back so far it won't even fit on the chart. All right, but this one does. It hits it here for a second time, almost hits it here, falls apart. Gets back up here and kind of hangs around, hits it like 3 or 4 times, hangs around here and builds what I like to call a bullish F flag along the way. So that looks pretty exciting, and it's got this bullish channel, right? So you've got the F flag, which is, this is the flag pole. This Oscarism, weird looking flag, we call it an Oscarism known as the F flag. This is a bullish version of it. So you're in the F flag, right? You're inside of it. Even though you failed at the resistance, you're in the F flag, so it can bounce around. And bullish channel, this green one, right? This green one right here, you're in the channel. Held. You're in the channel right there, so it's sort of like it's holding. And then it starts to run up. So that looks good, but then we add today's bar, Monday's bar. It's in tonight, Monday night for Tuesday. See that little red bar? It's below this bullish channel, interesting area. So now it can drop at least to the bottom of the flag, if not worse. And we've got a red Omni. So that's your E-mini S&P. Sorry I took so long, but there's a lot on here. I wanted to explain it all to you. We fell out of the channel, which was making this an interesting area. And now we can drop at least to the bottom of the F flag, if not further, with the red Omni for trading Tuesday. Let's look at another chart here. This is your YM, the mini Dow. You can see the 3 hits on this one. 1, 2, big drop. 3 just about hits and fails, right? So we've got our 3 drops, or our 3 hits of the resistance, built an F flag on the way up, but now the F flag has been broken. And in reality, if you ask me, if we're looking for a smaller formation, a brand new one, maybe we're building a little bear flag right here. Maybe. Right? Maybe this is a bear flag. Let me see if I can stretch this out for you. And we'll get rid of this. No extensions. Turn that bad boy red. Not interrupted. Here we go. So is this a bear flag building? It very well could be. Right? So let's say the F flag doesn't exist. We'll move it out of the way. There's no F flag, right? So we're out of it. So for now, it doesn't exist anymore. Could this be a little baby bear flag starting to form with a red Omni in the E-mini S&P and in the YM, right? The F flag was broken, so we get rid of this and we just call this a possible bear flag. That's what I think we're seeing building right here. So 2 reasons why tomorrow we're likely going to have to want to be short sellers, at least to start the day off, in E-mini S&P and or the YM. And let's look around, look at the Russell. Russell 2000, I don't see anything better for day trading now. This is not long term, this is just for Tuesday. Look at the Russell. Resistance line, almost hit, hit. So you got your resistance. I call this a huge bear flag. Huge bear flag it's bouncing around in. Just hit that resistance mark. And we've got a red Omni for trading on Tuesday. So I don't like the indices. One more I'll show you and then we'll move along. Even the Dow, but here's why I wanted to show you the Dow. Interesting how, unlike the others, and the Dow is the market, right? It's the big one. You had the hit, the almosts, the hit, but look at how quickly it's heading right back for it again. This guy's knocking at the door. It's like the exact opposite look of everything else we just looked at. And in fact, crazy, right? We could almost call this some kind of a bull flag right here. So, I mean, there's some stuff going on that makes it confluence quite a little bit. But I say this, we're going to leave this one alone because it's the only indice that possibly looks bullish. Let it get above that black line first, and then we'll know that this was a bull flag because the evidence in the other S&P YM Russell charts and the Dow chart I just showed you, or I should say the YM Russell and E-mini chart, those were very bearish looking, but this one's not. All right, so let's go with the 3, the majority over this one, and we'll see what happens if it knocks on the door in the next few days. We'll pay close attention to it. Then there's this. Mr. Gold. So gold has something new. It got a buy signal today, this afternoon. No more sell signal, and it hit the bottom of this flag. This is tonight, by the way. This is not even Tuesday yet. Market closed here on Monday. This line, this bar. Right at the bottom of the flag, Omni gives me a buy signal. The two have nothing to do with one another. The coincidence is fantastic. So we have a buy signal now in gold, no longer a sell signal, and Omni is looking to get long gold tonight if it can. Now, I'm doing a webinar Thursday. It's absolutely free. I want you all to join, and here's why. Let me take you on a little journey very quick. There's a lot of talk about whether or not we're going into a recession or the market's going to crash. This is slightly longer term now I'm discussing for the webinar, not day trading. The video you're looking at tonight, gold, the stuff I just showed you for day trading. What we're going to look at on Thursday is slightly longer term, and it's a webinar I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you things like this. Let's start here. The wheat market. Inflation at its crest. Wheat was this price. Today, wheat is this price. Wheat's used in a lot of things. It's a staple on every table. It's getting cheaper. All right, let's go look at something else. Let's go out to a weekly. The weekly, by the way, subscribe. Traders, subscribe to my videos. Do that now. The weekly wheat looks, come on, look at that, right? And let's go look at something else. Look at this chart. This is the soybean chart. So, soybeans, in fact, I'll show you a few things here. Soybeans at the height of inflation, at its peak, was 1784 up here. Soybeans is in the 1400s at the moment. Soybeans are used in everything from food to plastics and rubber, tires, you name it. Soybeans are in everything. I've got so many other examples I want to show you, but that will happen here. I want you to come to my webinar on Thursday for Traders Corner. It is free to you, and there's a link to sign up right below this video. Sign up now, free webinar on Thursday. I'm going to take you through a bunch of charts and show you what I see, why I see it, and why I have called the bottom being in since the beginning of February this year. Make sure you join me. It's for this Thursday coming up in just 2 days. Sign up for the webinar with the link below, and I will go through a series of charts to show you my version. Forget what the news says. My version from the charts of what is going on. Tell you right now, I was not wrong when I got yelled at by everyone on the street for calling the bottom in February, first week of February. Maybe I'm not crazy here, kids. Come join me for more on Thursday. Soybeans is just one example of what's used in every product you can think of that you buy in a store. And if soybeans is getting cheaper, inflation is tapering, but this is only one example. We will look at many more. All right, traders, so that's about it. Make sure that you subscribe to these videos and go sign up with the link below. I'll put it down below this video. Now, remember this. If you are to trade tomorrow, we do sell the S&P. We do buy gold. It don't work. Keep your stops where they belong. No changing them. And then instead of cancel replacing your stop or getting crazy and buying options against your position because you're losing, do this instead. Leave the stop alone. It's your best friend. And say this to yourselves over and over again. It'll help you, I promise. Are you with me? 1, 2, 3. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Say that to yourselves instead. Do not change your stops ever. And I will see you at my live webinar on Thursday. Click the link below. Thanks for tuning in, traders. I'll see you there.